Let me show you how to do this. First, let's just start with two axes. You want to do this neatly if you can. On the vertical one, we'll create a little scale for parts of a quart of milk. I'll mark 1/4, 1/2, 3/4, 1 quart, 1 1/4, 1 1/2, 1 3/4, and 2 quarts. And I'll label it that way. Remember, this is milk. Next, I'll need to plan for how many times I should check and when I should check. The frequency and the period of the checks depends on the type of problem that you have. If the problem can happen daily, you might need to check several times a day. If the problem happens once a week, you might need to check it daily. So you need to set the period or frequency of the check according to how often the problem might come back. I'll plan on checking the milk level twice a day since the problem could happen daily. I'll put my check frequency plan on the horizontal axis. So again, we'll check daily, but we'll check twice a day. So I'll put some hash marks in between these dates on the line here. And we'll do it for about 4 days. Today's the 4th of November, so we'll just continue it through the 7th of November. This next part is really important. If we just want to know how we're using the milk, we could stop here and just collect data. But we said that our foundation is visual management. Remember that visual management is creating a visual so you can see a problem and solve it. To make our check built on that foundation of visual management, we'll need to set a target, an expectation for the check. We said earlier that I'd be checking to see if there was at least a half a carton left. So I'll go to the half mark here, half of 1 quart, and I'll draw that line in. A horizontal line on the 1/2 point. That's our target line. I'll even label it target. Now remember that the problem-solving sheet is a communication tool. We need to make sure that anyone can quickly grasp what we are communicating on it. In this case, we want to make it easy for anyone to see whether this problem is being solved by looking at our check graph. To help somebody figure out quickly, I'll add a little up arrow to my target line. That'll let the reader know that our data points should be above the line if the countermeasures are removing the root cause. Now we're all set to collect the data that will show us if we're controlling the problem.